What's up in the building? My arch fiends of chaos. This is spiritual dev in the building. Discussion, spiritual. Get that energy flowing, that chi and chakra flowing. And I'm going to be talking about Ollie London, because it's came to my attention with Ollie London. Now, I have kept up with Ollie London's career for a while. I've been watching his stuff where he's trying to turn himself into a Korean man, where he's trying to become BTS and all this other mess, which is very funny. Which I'm glad he didn't finish the rest of his stuff. I mean, kudos to him, because he was trying to get his Johnson reduced, which, you know, I'm glad he never went through with that. But I think that this whole him going full conservative is the same way with Kanye when Kanye went crazy. I think that when Ollie London, if he still goes by that, of course, I don't even know anymore. But I think with Ollie London, he lost not only his friend Frenchie, he's lost the friends he was with during the shoot of Hooked on the Look, which I love that show. That series is fire. I do watch Hooked on the Look. My other favorite episode is the guy who thinks he's future Trunks from Dragon Ball Z. Shout out to Judy Alal, but besides that, I'm gonna get back to Ollie London. Ollie London was one of the big. He was like the big Ed of the Hooked on the Look series. Like, everybody paid attention to Ollie London, and for obvious reasons. I feel that Ollie London was just trying to be a troll. He was trying to get people upset and mad at him for, you know, appropriating another culture, because that's like a big no-no. But it's the fact that he thinks he can detransition. First of all, you couldn't transition to another race at all. That's permanent. I'm gonna just say it like that. You can't be a different race. I'm sorry. That's just not. I don't care how many injections you got, or you inject melanin or lack of, or whatever. You can't be. It's not on the same. It's not on the same basis as, you know, the other thing. You could be transgender. You could switch over to a woman if you want. You could switch over to a man. You know, you get your they, them pronouns. I'm okay with that. But when it comes to switching the race, I don't think that. I think that's where we need to kind of draw the line. But I feel like that he's doing this for attention. But I also think because he lost his friends from Hooked on a Look, he's lost Frenchie, and, you know, I'm sure he's been trolled to a billion, to the point where now he's gone completely insane. And this is what I call the Kanye West effect. The Kanye West effect is going from wanting attention to completely snapping. There's always that one event that gets in someone's head, that scratches their mental and makes them go completely off. Go off the charts. Now, I'm not saying people can't change their political affiliation or their religious affiliation. If you really do feel the way you do feel the way you do. No one's gonna change that. But I think people who switch over to, you know, the unpopular side, most of the time, and this is what I'm saying, from the new people, the people that are already about that energy, they've been that energy since day one. But these new people that join that side is really just trying to piss people off, are on some crazy stuff. Because it's just like with Kanye West going to the Alex Jones show, and I ain't gonna repeat what Kanye West said. You already know that Kanye, and I think Kanye subconsciously knew that, you know, he was gonna come up with some really deranged stuff. That's why he wore a face hood under it. That's why it surprised me when Ollie London came with his Slim Shady Eminem haircut, dressed him in a suit, and getting on Fox News and saying that now he identifies himself, as a Christian conservative. But I feel like some of these people. So let's just take the religious beliefs and the politics out of it. I think some people switch and go extreme on a political side because they lost all their screws. All their screws are gone. Like I said, it takes one for a human brain to see. A human mind is the most vulnerable part of the body. Your physical body can get stronger, but your heart and your brain processes what your heart feels. And sometimes we don't want to process something so much that we just not only shut down, but we clock out. And I think Ollie London is an example of clocking out. I think Ollie London has clocked completely out. So now he's rocking the Eminem haircut and going on this whole super conservative schlick after going around here saying he identifies as a Korean man, after he gets a cardboard of Jimin and literally marries the cardboard of Jimin, which, okay, you do you. But you get the point. It's like, I feel like this is... Now, it could be for attention and views, but I think that it's just a new thing going with some of these people. I think, like, some people, follow that side either to get negative attention or to go on that political side because they've lost it. They've lost it. And it makes sense because the older generation, and I've studied psychology. Some of the older generation, when they're my age or younger, they got into drugs and stuff like that, and all that stuff. So it's messed with their brain. See, the thing with millennials and Gen Zers is we don't have the same problems our parents or grandparents do because we didn't try to get on that stuff. Now, maybe some of the millennials. Of course, then again, most did because Gen Z has a problem with, abusing, Xans and stuff like that, opioids. But it's just before that, we didn't have much of a problem as we do now. I mean, as the older generation. The older generation did all that other crazy stuff. So they snapped when they got old enough, or they got into a situation that got so bad enough it broke their mind. And that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that's what happened to Ollie London. I think personally, Ollie London. I think he had a thing for Frenchie Morgan. I think he had a thing, and I think when she broke it off with him and bawled him out, it broke his mind to the point where he went further, got more surgeries, got more crazy, got on his Twitter, and said some pretty, I'd say, controversial stuff about Muslims on there. And then he got worse and worse, and now I think what's wrong with him is that I think something broke his mind. And maybe he had some close friends that weren't on the show or anything like that, or people he knew from home that cut him off, and it just, like I said, it broke him. Something has broke his mind to the point where he's coming up now, trying to fight who he was before, which is cognitive dissonance at its strongest. Because you start out trying to become a Korean man, and then this and that, and then other things, and then you want to be a Korean woman because you want to be this girl from this band called Rose or something. I don't know K-pop, okay? If you don't, please, K-pop fans, do not attack me. I don't know my K-pop, but it's just in me watching some of the videos and interviews he's on. I think personally his mind is broke. I think it snapped. He finally snapped. Because, and that's why I call it the Kanye effect. The Kanye effect is where, something bad happens to you over and over and over in life. You don't know what it is, or maybe it's something of your fault. Maybe it's something of somebody else's fault. Who knows? But it breaks your mind and you go crazy and you go on this whole tirade. That's why I think some people confuse spirituality with insanity, because I know spirituality. And some of the stuff that gets hijacked turns into something that's way crazier than it has to be. It's almost if we look for something to go off about because, we're living in inflation, we're living in a hard time, so our mind, and I think when we got put under lockdown, we stayed in the house for so long, it's messed up our mind and our perception of reality, so that's why all these conspiracy theories come out left and right. And people, like I said, they mix spirituality with stuff that you read in a science fiction novel, which is not the same thing. A science fiction novel is fiction, not reality. But I think that's what's really going on with Ollie London, in my opinion. This is my discussion on it. I think what Ollie London needs to go get therapy. He needs to stay in a mental hospital for a couple of days, get himself some therapy, get him help, because mental health is serious, bud. I'm a spiritual guy. Mental health is something to take seriously, bud. And if we don't keep taking men's mental health seriously, this will continue. You're gonna have more people that think like him, mind breaks. He'll come up with all the wrong points, but not because he believes in those points, because he creates attention. Because people that have lost their mind tend to do that. It's like with Chris Chan, Jared Genesis, even King. I like me some King Cobra, JFS. I think that's what it is. I like his content, but even him, it's like, the thing is, that's why I think that men's mental health is important. Not just only men's, but everybody's mental health in general is very important, because if you do not get them the help, they go way to the nines with whatever they find out, whether it's their new political findings or whether it's their new religious beliefs. They go straight to the nines. I've noticed that it's either political or religious beliefs. They go straight to the nines for, because something in their life has broke them. Something in their life has gotten into their head, so now they're crazy. They're the guys wearing the tinfoil hat, running into traffic butt-ass naked, coming up with conspiracy theories, and coming up with people turning into cyborgs or lizard monsters. I wish I could make this up, but I'm not. This is some serious stuff. We need to pay attention to what's going on with everybody. So that's my whole discussion with Ollie London. So may the crystal be with you. And if you have poor mental health, you go see yourself. If it's hard for you to go see a therapist because you don't have no insurance or privatized insurance, go find something. Keep yourself busy. Go find some help. Go find someone you can talk to about your mental health problems. Because if you don't take care of yourself or take care of your mind, and that's like the most vulnerable place, you're gonna go off. So may the crystal be with you.